Hey guys, welcome to the November Energetic Insights. Those of you that don't know me, my name is Deepening Mystery. And for the past 2 months, what I've been doing is sharing energetic insights on a month-by-month basis. This is really geared up for those of you that are quite practical, however, got this sensitive energetic side that is evolving at the moment. So you're looking for guidance of what's going on energetically and what are the best ways to navigate it in a practical way. So if that sounds like you, then welcome, you're here at the right place. So what is going on with the energies in November? Oh my goodness, are they intense? And many of you would have felt this at the end of October, the intensities of these energies. So there's a lot of interweaving parts to this. So I'll go through each of them bit by bit. So the first thing I'll say, it is really a period of funky times. What do I mean by funky times? It's a really period of deep level of purging. So what's going on is that some of your old wounds, your old conditionings and traumas are being brought back up to the surface. So things that you've already cleared, already done some healing on. And the reason why this is coming up is that we have grown so much, so fast energetically that we've got this whole new level of perspective, a whole new level of self-awareness. And with this awareness and perspective, we're able to look at these old wounds and traumas and conditionings from a whole new level of light. So what's happening is that our old stuff is coming back up for us to clear again, but clear in a whole new level that's never ever been cleared before. So if you find yourself beating yourself up or getting mad at yourself or being quite hard on yourself because the same stuff is coming up, don't. Stop. It is totally okay. We are all going through that. You are not alone. And just remember, you have grown energetically. So you are seeing things in a whole new light. And again, what's happening energetically, you are being pushed to really trust in the process and surrender without judging yourself, without beating yourself up. So really allow yourself to flow, not even flow, but sit in with your traumas, get reacquainted with your traumas or your wounds or your conditions, say hello to them, befriend them, be kind to them, and get to know them on a whole new level that you've never been able to do before. And then by doing that, what's happening is that you are releasing that trauma on a whole deeper level. So really encourage you to sit with that at the moment. And also what's been coming up for purging is things that have never ever even crossed your minds, things that you've never seen before as things that have been hindering you, and they're really tiny. So they're teeny tiny aspects of ourselves that are also coming up. And with these aspects, we almost are being encouraged to really, it's almost nurture them like a baby and really love them. And by nurturing and loving them, they then end up releasing themselves. So that is the funky time for the deep level of purging that is going on. And with the deep level of purging, it's really pushing us to deepen our level of trust and deeper level of our surrendering. And with this, what is also linked in is a time and a period of being way more honest with ourselves than we ever have been before. So what's happening is energetically, we are being confronted with our lies. And what I mean by that is the way that in which we lie to ourselves. So sometimes it's not even an intentional lie, it's a way that we kind of distract ourselves from seeing ourselves as we truly are. With our voices raising and with more of us wanting to speak our truth, needing to speak our truth, we've got to really start to become even more honest with ourselves and really start to unpick the areas of where we are lying to ourselves and not truly being honest with ourselves. And that is easier said than done. Sometimes in our lies, it's easier to sit in our lies because in some ways it's protecting us from something, some ways it's helped us from something else. But really going forward, it's about how and where can we be more honest with ourselves in our lives? Where in our lives are we lying to ourselves? Why are we lying? What purpose does that lie serve? What is stopping us from being more honest with ourselves? So those are the things that you can explore and go deeper into it, because in that there is a deeper sense of expansion that is happening. There's a deeper sense of clarity that will come to us when we start to explore that. So questions that you can sit with is, how can I be more honest with myself? What areas in my life am I not being honest with myself? What areas in my life do I lie to myself about, right? Why do I lie? What purpose does that lie serve? You know, what stops me from being honest with myself? What is blocking me? Why do I block myself from being honest with myself? So those are some of the questions that you can sit with and explore to really unpick and get really honest, real with yourself and honest with yourself. So that is another theme that is coming up that's really linked into the funky times. And by being more honest, the funky times will be a lot more easier to kind of navigate your way through. And another part of this is self-love has come back up again, but in a different way. If you watch the October Energetic Insights, you would have heard me say that, you know, there is many of us self-harm ourselves, and we should look at the way that we're harming ourselves. By looking at the way that we're harming ourselves, there is more love in that. So it's again looking at self-love in a whole new light. So many of us have already done a lot of work on self-love. We do already love ourselves, but the thing is, love is infinite. So the amount that you can love yourself is never ending. There's always more ways in which you can love yourself. So you know what, it's not sometimes we get frustrated because we think we've reached destination. It's like, well, I do love myself. Why am I being pushed or challenged again to love myself even more? So it's almost getting you to break that limitation that you have within yourself and drop into a space which is more about love is infinite. There's always more ways in which I can love myself. Each day there's a new way that I can discover a way to love myself. So it's really getting you to shift your perception of what does it really mean to love yourself. And one of the ways where you can deepen the self-love practice is start to really make love to your shadows, your darkness, the things that you really hate about yourself. So this is where the honesty also comes in and plays a part, right? So here's the thing, there is more, the aspects of ourselves that we shame, that we judge, that we hate, that we punish, that is in pain, that is suffering, all those aspects of ourselves, within that there is greater love for ourselves. So the key thing here is to start to befriend those aspects. So if you have shame and you're shamed about something, or you're shaming yourself about something, you know, really become friends with that shame. So, hey shame, how are you doing? Why are you here today? What purpose do you serve? You know, and you know, how do you protect me? How do you serve me? And you know, what is it that I can do for you? And the more you dig into that and start to becoming friends with shame, you get to understand shame on a whole new level. And with that deeper understanding, you get a deeper level of appreciation. With that deeper level of appreciation, you've got a whole new you find this whole new level of love for yourself, right? So explore that and really just get naked with yourself and go deep with yourself, because there is so much love in you and so much love around you that is just waiting for you to open your heart to receive that. Okay, so that is around the self-love aspect. And with this, as you go through the process, through the funky times, through being more honest with yourself, through expanding and deepening your self-love, there's this place where it is really calm, really peaceful. There's a deep sense of contentment, and it really feels like home, which is something that you've probably been searching for and looking for. So, you know, I really encourage you to go through the purges. Don't try not to resist it. If you do find yourself resisting it, sit with it a little bit more, because the more that you can dive into it, dive into the funky times, dive into the lies that you've been telling yourself, dive into the aspects of yourself that you hate, that you shame, right? There is what you're going to find in that, and once you've done the work, is this really deep sense of peace. this deep sense of calmness and a deep sense of contentment, something that you've been looking for most of your life or even your whole life. It is all there right now for the taking. So it's really super exciting times at the moment. Yes, it's not pleasant, I give you that. But remember, you are not alone. Many of us are going through this right now. And you know what? It's just every time you feel the resistance, sit with it and remember to be super, super kind to yourself. Okay, well, I hope this update has helped you. If you have any questions or have any comments, feel free to comment below. And yeah, and I will look forward to sharing another update next month. I can't believe it's almost the end of the year. Take care now. Bye bye.